dímelo, mi gente, que lo que. You already know this is Pun, Drum Boxer, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, I know lying. I know lying. I don't see it, ladies and gentlemen. No lo veo. No lo creo. I don't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as people want to talk about the potential of Zurdo Ramirez, as much people want to give him a lot of props, Zurdo Ramirez versus Dimitri Bivol, Zurdo Ramirez versus Canelo Alvarez, Zurdo Ramirez versus David Benavidez. Sorry, señores y señoras, yo no creo, and I don't believe that he could beat none of those guys. Not Beterbiev, not Bivol, not Canelo, not David Benavidez. Maybe Joe Smith Jr. because the styles make fights. But ladies and gentlemen, I see Zurdo Ramirez as being the second coming of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And I'm not talking about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., the one that was wearing the stilettos, the one with the blue hair or the blonde hair or whatever hair color that he chose, the Dennis Rodman of Mexican boxing. No. I'm talking about the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., the hungry one, when he was working hard, when he was determined to be good and great. I'm talking about that Zurdo. I'm talking about that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I think he is the next Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. That's the way I see it. I'm sorry, I'm not sold on Zurdo Ramirez. I'm not sold on Zurdo Ramirez. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, he got grenades in those hands. Yes, he's powerful, yes, but he's slow, mud feet. I don't like the way he moves around the ring that much. Tall, strong, good uppercut, know how to use his power, know how to use the body shots and things of that nature. I just don't see the special. For me, he is the second coming of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Okay? Minus the stilettos, los zapatitos que tenía el tipo. I'm not trying to, look, there's a lot of fighters that, you know what, I could be wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, look, if you've been following the channel, I didn't think that Earl Spence was going to be that special. You know, I didn't think so. I think that he was just a good fighter. Not sure if he's going to be one of the greats. And look how he turned out to be. One of the greats in the welterweight division, the top dog in the welterweight division. But I just don't think that Zurdo Ramirez could be. Now, peep this. Oscar De La Hoya stated recently that he felt that matchroom boxing, Eddie Hearn, was stupid to put a guy like Canelo Alvarez in the ring with Dimitri Bivol because the styles didn't make sense. Oscar De La Hoya llamó a Eddie Hearn un estúpido because the styles. Now, to be honest, the styles with Dimitri Bivol versus Zurdo Ramirez, now I'm thinking no wonder they haven't really fought a Dimitri Bivol, because if Canelo Alvarez, that's a bad style for Canelo Alvarez, so ladies and gentlemen, that's a worse style for Zurdo Ramirez, who got slower feet, slower, throw less punches. You understand what I'm trying to say? Cut the ring off. I mean, his height, he could cut the ring off, but ladies and gentlemen, he hasn't been in the ring with nothing like a Dimitri Bivol that can move, that got solid power, that got the amateur background. Dominic Boswell, come on, man, that's dead man walking. And it still took him a long time to get him out of there this past weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying, I just don't see it. I just don't see what other may be seeing. Now, there's people out there that look, there's people that think highly of Montana Love. I don't think highly of Montana Love. I don't think very highly of, I didn't think too much highly of let's say, and I was proven wrong by Earl Spence. So maybe Zurdo Ramirez could prove me wrong. Now, of course, what was it? Several months ago, I did a video with Zurdo Ramirez saying, you know, he was mad because Canelo Alvarez have stated that he don't want to take, he don't want to fight another Mexican fighter, right? And if you don't want to take a Mexican fighter, but why go to the 175 and fight Bivol, which take the opportunity of Zurdo Ramirez, who's a mandatory position to fight Bivol? Why take the opportunity away from a Mexican fighter if you're not going to give the Mexican fighter an opportunity? Yeah, I'm just thinking, even if he had the opportunity to fight Dimitri Bivol, Golden Boy Promotion wouldn't do that next because of styles. is the reason why Jaime Munguia is not in the ring with a guy like Demetrius Andre. Because the style. Now, not necessarily somebody is better than somebody, but the styles just doesn't make sense. So I'm just not high on Zurdo Ramirez as being this potential great fighter and things of that nature. Now I'm gonna tell you like this: he could be a proud fighter for a great fan base of the Latino Mexican fan base that does a hell of a job in supporting and being loyal to its fighter, and of course always seeking who's going to be the next. I think the next Mexican fighter, and probably they don't look at him totally as Mexican, but of course an Mexican-American, Virgil Ortiz, David Benavidez. I think those are the real deals in my opinion. Jaime Munguia is good, but I don't even think that Jaime Munguia could do well versus the likes of I think Jamal Charlo will beat him. I think that Demetrius Andre will beat him. I think the Canelo Alvarez will beat him. I think that David Benavidez will beat him. I think that they should still take their time with Jaime Munguia, in my opinion, but I think he's going to get beat. And the thing is, I know that Oscar De La Hoya and the matchmakers of Golden Boy Promotions see what I'm seeing. I believe so. Now, there's going to be people out there that's going to disagree with me how they see Zurdo Ramirez. It's just my opinion. I'm not saying that he's a bad fighter. All I'm saying is that he is the second coming of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. when he was good. Don't pay attention to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. when that's it. He's not dedicated and things of that nature. I'm talking about the one that was dedicated, the one that had a lot of promise, the one that was going into a fight with Sergio Martinez. That guy, the guy before Sergio Martinez. I'm talking about that guy. Okay? Pues no se pongan bravos ustedes, porque ustedes se ponen como una mujer ahí mismito. Dice, ay, yo punch wrong boxing, míralo ahora, de que está hablando con, he's shitting on the Latino. Mira, I keep it on base logically and objectively, okay? This ain't a race thing, okay? Ustedes se ponen como un par de hombres que necesitan pampe. I just don't see the hype on Zurdo Ramirez, okay? All right? So subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. But I would like to see a fight with him and Dimitri Bivol. I just think that Dimitri Bivol just got the footwork and the intangibles to be a Zurdo Ramirez and to neutralize Zurdo Ramirez the same way that he neutralized Canelo Alvarez. That's how I see it. All right? And I think a David Benavidez fight with Zurdo Ramirez will be a good fight. I think that would be a slugfest because David Benavidez would love to fight. But then I think that David Benavidez has the intangible to adjust, and then I think David Benavidez could beat Zurdo Ramirez. That's how I see it. You let me know what y'all feel. Maybe it's a wrong comparison, but that's how I see it. He's the second coming of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. All right? Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.